Good afternoon, our Facebook quarantine community. I hope everybody is having a good day. Dad, are you having a good day?
Great. Good day.
Dad is holding up. This is concert number 20 in a row. Dad, what do you remember most about your 20s, being in your 20s? You were in college?
I started teaching at 21.
21, so you were still in college?
No.
No?
I got out of college at see, my birthday's in July.
Oh,
so
gotcha. So
you
you were a young'un. All right, guys, y'all check in. Okay, Dad, they got it. The show is number 20. Nice little smiley face. Dad drew it himself. We got Miss Sissy checking in. Hello, friends. Hi, Charisse. Good afternoon, Silas. Are you watching from Ville Platte, Silas? Mike Sistrunk's checking in. Miss Louise checking in. Miss Joycelyn. Dad, what does this mean? Bonjour, vous atres? Atres? Does that ring a bell?
I'll have to see it.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, Miss Carmen is a great-grandma today. How exciting is that?
Wow.
Congratulations, Miss
Great.
Carmen. I'll have my mom knit your great-grandbaby a little mask, a little baby mask, you know, for the cake. No? Okay, Dad, that was bad. She knows I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Nanny Cheryl checking in. My sister Melissa checking in. Owen Como, we got all our regulars. Miss Alice Passetti checking in. Miss Carolyn Viator, hello to the Campbells. Hi, Miss Carolyn. Man, she was my favorite junior high physical education teacher. But you know who also I liked? Coach Foreman. He taught me how to juggle. Let's see, Mr. Randy Reed checking in, and Ms. Joyson said it means hi, you guys. Ooh, Kaplan in the house.
Hello, Kaplan.
Mike, I'm so happy that Kaplan now has internet and that you're able to tune in, man. It's 2020 has been a blessed year. # blessed. A baby mask would be cute. Oh, see, I thought it was a good deal. Brett, what's up, brother? Dandy Cheryl set her clock. Hello from West Central, Wisconsin. Miss Vicky checking in from West Central. I was just telling my dad the other day, we need someone from West Central, Wisconsin. And Miss Ann, love this. We love y'all too. This is, I was telling Dad the other day, I said, Dad, a lot of people don't have the regular social interactions that we normally have. And I said, so this is kind of our chance to all come together.
That's that lady from Wisconsin. There's two things Wisconsin has a lot of that starts with the letter C.
All right, you could ask her. She can hear you.
Cheese and cherries. I think I'm
cheese
right.
and cherries. What about cherry cheese?
And chicks.
Cherry flavored cheese. You know how to pick up chicks, Dad?
I have a shirt with
use
instructions.
All right. Okay, so let me give you the schedule for today, and then Dad's going to start jamming us out. Dad has his song list. I'm going to put it right here. There's the song list for today. And we also have some jokes submitted by my sister Melissa, Mike Sistrunk, and my nanny Cheryl. And then I have at halftime, I'm going to give all of you some advice. Now, Dad, normally people pay for good advice. I mean, that's, information, dude, that's valuable. But I'm going to give everybody here some free advice, and that's Brian Campbell's free family interactive activities during quarantine. I mean, this is priceless. I could probably have an infomercial, but I'm going to give it to everybody here for free. So you want to make sure you tune in for that. Miss Vicky in Wisconsin said cheese and cranberries.
Cranberry.
Yeah. Mr. Philip Nunez, Miss Mary Molasal, good day. All right, Dad, are you ready to kick us off with a hot track?
Yeah.
What you got first? The monkey song. Monkey song.
I'm going to play everything today on the accordion except number 7. Bimbo. I'm gonna play that with my harmonica.
Yeah, bimbos don't deserve accordion.
banane, tu vas ressembler comme un macaque quand tu seras vieux. Tu vas ressembler comme un macaque quand tu seras vieux. Bouge peut-être par tes joues, que trop tes mots tu es fou. Tu vas ressembler comme un macaque quand tu seras vieux.
Hey!
Comme un macaque quand tu seras vieux. Bouge peut-être pas tes pieds, que toi tu vas te sauver. Tu vas ressembler comme un macaque quand tu seras vieux.
All right, good job, Dad. The cat seemed to like it.
Oh, yeah.
Dad, check this out. Miss Joycelyn said we always play that song at the Beg No House Jam in Scott every Friday. Man, I think I may need to go make a pilgrimage to the Beg No House Jam in Scott. Me.
Is that a house or a nightclub?
Maybe it's like a house.
Oh,
A house jam.
good.
Like a house wine. Like a house wine. Like a house jam.
Yeah, yeah.
Miss Sonny Templeton said you sounding fabulous today. Dad's been waiting his whole life to play this set right here. And let's see what else we got. Oh, I thought of something, guys, and I know, that our audience knows more. When have I ever asked them a question that they didn't know the answer to?
Smart.
Man, they smart. I don't even need Google. I don't even need to waste my time with Google. So we were talking you remember yesterday, Dad, we were talking about fads and fad clothes and things that you... And a word came up this morning while I was watching a documentary on Keith Whitley, and that's the term the cat's pajamas.
The cat's pajamas.
Remember? Like, he was the cat's pajamas. You ever heard that term before used? Like, I know what it seems to mean, like he was very good or popular, but I don't know where that term got its name. But I guarantee you someone here does. So I'm asking you guys, what does the cat's pajamas mean? Mr. Randy said the accordion is strong today. He has been getting lots of practice. Yeah, the accordion, Dad started a new training program called Accordion Fit. It's like CrossFit, but with the accordion. And he lifts it. He lifts it, watch. He goes a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So, yeah, he's, it's showing,
In 20 days, he'll be over 200 songs up there.
And he's been saying his prayers and eating his vitamins and eating his spinach.
Yeah.
So Miss Hazel said, sounding great. Thanks for doing this. No problem. No problem.
We enjoy doing it.
All right. So before I get into our first joke, why don't we go into our second song, and that's Four Walls. First of all, Dad, if you don't mind, what the monkey song? That was a French song, right?
Yeah.
What's kind of the general?
The monkey song. It says, I can tell joue. Joue means cheeks. Joue is cheeks. Fou is crazy. But in French, I can tell by your cheeks that you're halfway crazy. Je peux voir par tes joues, t'es moitié fou. Que t'es moitié fou. And then you're going to look like a monkey when you get old. Tu vas ressembler à macaque quand tu seras vieux. It's just...
No, it's good. Good. All right, Pop, let's go to Four Walls.
People, the other day, someone asked me to play a song from Jim Reeves. And I said, well, let me see. So I went down, and I must have written down, and Yvonne is getting the lyrics down, and I must have gotten about maybe 10 or 12 songs from him. that I have lyrics. I just hadn't played them yet. So this is the first song that I'll play, Four Walls. I've played it a couple of times, and it's fairly easy to play, unless I get a brain cramp or
we already got our technique to get you out of that. But before
I decided to play it on my accordion, Four Walls.
1 second though, Dad. We got a definition of the cat's pajamas. Holly admired exceptional, excellent person. Miss Judy wanted me to tell you hello, that her and Mr. Neil are checking in.
Oh.
And Miss Victoria said, cute, she loved the monkey song. What is the word for monkey in French?
Macaque.
Say it again?
Macaque.
Macaque.
Macaque. Macaque. Je fais le macaque. I'm making the monkey.
All right, Dad.
Macaque.
Let's get
Look
it up.
like a monkey.
Let's get some Four Walls.
Bright lights are glowing. You're drawn like a moth to a flame. You laugh while the wine's overflowing, while I sit and whisper your name. Four walls to hear me. Four walls to see, four walls to near me, closing in on me. Sometimes I ask while I'm waiting, but my walls have nothing to say. I made for love, not for waiting, but if where you left me, I'll stay. Four walls to hear me, four walls to see, four walls to near me, closing in on me. One night with you is like heaven, and so while I'm walking the floor, I'll listen for steps in the hallway and wait for your knock on my door. Four walls to hear me, four walls to see, four walls to near me, closing in on me.
Very good, Dad.
Thank you.
Hey, tell me what song I'm singing. Who stole my macaque, my macaque, my macaque? Somebody stole my macaque from me. Hey, hey, who stole my macaque, my macaque, my macaque? Somebody stole that funky old macaque from me.
I didn't know you could talk French. Man, you do good.
I just learned it,
Four
Dad.
walls.
Very good, Dad. Hey, Miss Kathy Ritter checking in. Miss Mary Molasau and Miss Joycelyn. So the mix is hurricane mix, because after Easter season we got hurricane season, and so I needed to be prepared. Nanny Cheryl is clapping for you, Dad, and we give some shout outs.
I like that song.
Yeah, that's very nice. I remember Coach Dronette when he thought people weren't paying attention in class, he used to go and say, "Hello, Wall." He used to talk to them.
Hello, Wall.
Hello, Wall. I think he did that during our driver's ed class one time. Hello, Wall. All right, we got our first joke submitted by my sister, Melissa Campbell. Dad, what kind of exercises do lazy people do?
Sit downs.
Well, diddly squats, of course.
Ah, diddly squats.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good one.
They make your legs tight.
Diddly squats.
One time, someone told me they saw better legs than a bucket of chicken. That's not a good thing, huh, for my legs? I'll work on.
How about some kildy legs? That's kind of small.
Miss Juanita checking in. Brian, enjoying watching you and your dad. Y'all are making a lot of people happy in time of need. And so that's pretty nice. Luke Landry checking in. Now I can do, Luke's going to know who sings every song, man. So, okay, so we're going to go to our next song. Remember your treat for today. Well, treat, it may not, we'll see how this bit goes. But I'm offering free family interactive activities during the quarantine session. This is from my personal stash. I'm not going to share them with anybody else. This is not sold in stores. This is only for this exclusive Facebook offer.
If you start selling, you make a lot of money.
And I'll give you 4, and the 5th one is free. So that's going to come up at halftime.
Wait, let me think. You're going to give them 4, and the 5th one's free.
That's right.
Oh, I get it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Who stole my macaque? My macaque. Hey. All right, Pop, we ready to go to Gabriel and Madeline?
Chapeau, Madeleine avait des beaux souliers. Gabriel avait un beau chapeau. C'est dommage, je rappelle alors. Gabriel was my parent, and Madeleine was my nanny, my marraine. And they say Gabriel wasn't pretty, and Madeleine, she wouldn't work any better. So I guess there was.
Hey, do you remember that joke where it was Tante Espasie and Nok June and Tante Espasie, and Nok June took Tante Espasie to the plastic surgeon because he was going to have for their anniversary, he was going to have her fixed up. And so he says, "Doctor, what's going to be the first thing you're going to do with Espasie?" And he said, "I think we're going to start with her nose." He's like, "Oh, that's good. That's the worst part." He said, "What you going to do with her nose?" He said, "I think we start by putting it between her eyes."
Yeah, she would be looking.
Dad, I could imagine, everybody at home right now, and they either, if they have a partner, maybe they dancing, maybe they have a broom, they dancing, maybe they just kind of strolling around, or they just imagining, maybe going back to some days, back when they had the dances and stuff. That's
or just give them something to do.
Just music, man. Music brings happy times. Dad, I have a question from Miss Kathy Ritter.
Hey, yes.
And I'm going to answer it first, and then you can answer it next. Okay. She says, how did the Campbells get to Delcombe, Louisiana? Well, Miss Kathy, we hitched a wagon, and we traveled across. We caulked it over the Vermilion, And we got to, Melissa almost died of dysentery. We were able to get to the Delcambre Trail, like the Oregon Trail. I'm joking. So I was born and raised in Delcambre, but my dad and mom, their first teaching jobs were in Delcambre.
1967.
Yeah. So
we signed our contracts. Yvonne was 20. I was 20.
And it was a lifetime contract, apparently.
Yvonne finished college in 3 years. She went the summer.
Ooh, overachieving.
I had to work during the summer.
Oh yeah. So Delcambre hired us as a family, but I was born and raised there, and so we call that home. And mom and dad both have plots in the Delcambre Cemetery. So that's how we got to Delcambre. That's how we got a C listing in the phone book. Let's see. What else we got? Some French. Oh, Miss Joycelyn's dancing with her cat Salem. That's kind of cool. Yeah, he tolerates it. That's awesome. All right, I got another joke for you. No, we're going to do the Hadicol Boogie. I had to read that one again because I thought it said hardcore boogie. And I'm like, oh my God, Dad's going to do like some head banging with his accordion.
Hardcore boogie.
Je passe. Some hardcore stuff. All right. Dad, a quick question before you do the hardcore boogie. I know it's not the hardcore, but Mr. Pat, did y'all dance at the Belvedere? You ever went to the Belvedere?
Yes. Man, it was pretty crowded there.
Yeah.
I didn't go out very often when I was growing up because I just didn't have the money.
Where is the Belvedere?
You know where...
what town? Or is it? It's in Delcambre, okay.
You know where V&V Auto Parts is?
Yeah.
And that car lot?
Yeah.
Right there on that corner.
Mais gardez donc.
God did don't. That was before your time.
Awesome. All right, guys. Dad's going to go with the Hadicol Boogie.
Down in Louisiana in the bright sunshine, they do a little boogie woogie all the time. They do the Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time.
Standing on the corner with a bottle in my hand. Up stepped the mama saying, "You Hadicol man." She's on the Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time.
I went down to the farm, it was about a week. But the farmer's wife, she come walking in her sleep. She's on the Hadicol Boogie.
Ow! Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time.
Give a Hadicol and watch a boogie up the hill. She do the Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time.
The rooster and the hen is standing in the shade. The rooster done the boogie while the hen laid the egg. They done the Hadicol Boogie.
Ow! Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time.
The other chickens, they gathered all around. They done the boogie woogie while the sun went down. They done the Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
The Hadicol Boogie.
Ow! Hadicol Boogie.
Hadicol Boogie make you boogie woogie all the time.
All the time. Good job, Dad. Man, lots of hearts going up.
You like that Hadicol?
Neil Mr. Terradore said, Neo, I'm assuming he means Mr. Sonia.
Oh, yeah.
He used to go drink at the Belvedere Club every Friday night after football games. Miss Kelly Broussard, Brian, are you dancing? I'm tapping my feet, Miss Kelly. If my sister was here, that's my dancing partner. All right, Dad, who recorded the Hadicol Boogie? If you know, you don't have to. It's not. You don't have you don't have to phone a friend or a lifeline.
Just to say I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Macaque. That's
Macaque.
Macaque.
They had a game warden way back. His name was Macaque Léger.
Monkey Léger.
Monkey Léger. This was back when I remember them talking about it.
So now if someone asks me if I speak French, I could be like, I know a little macaque me.
Yeah.
All right, we got our next joke. Dad.
Yes, sir.
Why did you know them scuba divers that get all that equipment and they go into the water?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I see they.
That's right. Why them scuba divers always fall backwards from them boats? Why'd they always do that?
Because they can't pick up their legs? Why?
Well, because if they fall forwards, they'd still be in the boat, Kuyo.
Oh, how I didn't figure that out. How I didn't figure that out.
You like swimming back when you were younger?
No, I cannot swim very well, and I think it's because I can't get my body straight. I'm so tight and tense.
Between having a sassy ponky, like Mama said, and not being able to swim. The sassier your ponky goes up, the worse your swimming abilities goes up. I think it's science, y'all. It's an inverse relationship, inverse proportionality between sassy ponkies and swimming abilities. Let's see. Someone said Mr. Frank Batson said he believed the politician Dudley LeBlanc written it for his rallies.
It sure could be.
Yeah.
It sure could be.
That's
sure
pretty cool.
That was a smart man, Mr. and True.
All right.
And he had some empty, big 18-wheelers with Hadicol written on the side.
Now, Dad, who was all related? Jerry Lee Lewis, Mickey Gilley. They were all first cousins. And who was the big third one? That was
the preacher.
Jimmy Swagger.
Jimmy Swagger.
That's
their mama. All three mamas were sisters. They have different last names, but their mamas were sisters.
See that? And we met Mickey Gilley, huh? Remember in Branson?
Yeah.
All right. That was Hadicol Boogie. Okay. Next up. Now, how do you pronounce this? Troller? Like if you're going trolling for shrimp?
That's it.
Trolling?
Troller. Those people.
Troller.
Those people that understands French and that lives in Delcom or that goes trawling on some big shrimp boats or used to, they would understand this song. It's by Vin Bruce.
So dedicate
this to the shrimpers and especially to the Denos family. Mr. Roy was I know that he went on the boats, but he was he owned a shrimp shop and by Vin Bruce. Troller. It's not troller, see, troller. Y'all ready?
We're ready!
Now again, show this to the people.
The crowd's cheering that.
Yeah. This is not written in French, but I had to listen to the song, listen to the French word, so I couldn't remember the word. And then I transposed that phonetically written.
Yeah,
you know how long it takes me to do a song?
For all of you English teachers out there, I call this papaglyph. You know, like hieroglyphs or like symbols. Yeah. Dad's handwriting could be very unique. So
maybe Miss Doreen.
Petroglyphs.
Yeah. Let's start over.
That's all right.
J'ai troulé tous les samedis soirs à mocher de dimanche. J'ai passé toute ma vie après chercher la chevelure blanche. Mes enfants me connaissent plus. c'est ma femme qu'on est trop. A dit que je n'aime pas elle, mais j'aime mieux mon vieux bateau. Trop là, pêcheur du pays. Trop là, c'est comme ça que je fais ma vie. Ma papa m'a je prends l'ouvrage dessus la terre. A dit que faut quitter pour me voir dans l'hiver. Mon papa était un pêcheur et son papa aussi. Et pour un homme comme moi, peut pas faire un envie. Trop là, pêcheur du pays. Trop là, c'est comme ça que je fais ma vie. Les voilà sont prêts à m'appeler, ça veut dire souper. Il faut que je les trier et commencer à trier. Ma femme, je t'aime beaucoup, je t'aime lundi au dimanche, mais la vie est un trou là, ça sache la chevelure blanche. Trou là, pêcheur du pays. Trou là, c'est comme ça que je fais ma vie.
No, Dad, I've never heard
you
that.
People that could
You don't say you people, Dad. That's politically incorrect. You people.
You people, us people. No, guys, you people. Those of you that understand French, you understand. It's kind of a low sounding. I hope y'all understood the words. It's a pretty song. If you've trolled before, you're familiar with those big slabs, trollers. I know I did. 2 summers with Darcy on the Papa Shine, and and always looking for the white shrimp, la chevrette blanche.
All right, Dad. I'm going to get to some for real news, and then I'm going to give everybody my my quarantine activities. So, Dad and I talked, and we are going to recognize Good Friday and not have a live concert on Friday. So we're going to take Friday. We're going to not do electronics. We're just going to take a day of mourning. So. But we have, by that time, we could have like 24 shows. So if you guys want to listen to some French music, you could just go back and listen to one of our past shows. And you want to comment on that, Dad?
Yes, especially around 3 o'clock is when supposedly Christ died on the cross. And there's some things, prayers and things that we'd like to do and contemplate on. And I'd like to just keep it quiet.
In other news, we have 77 Cajun quarantine T-shirts sold.
How many?
77, Dad.
77.
Yeah. So our goal is 100. Now we're only doing one batch, y'all. So I think there's 4 days left in the drive. And again, we're selling them at cost. And if you want to donate to charity at the end, you can, but you don't have to. And now, Dad, I'm going to get, while you take a little break and drink some of your drink, I'm going to everybody, the moment y'all have all been waiting for, this is Brian Campbell's free family interactive activities during quarantine. And I listed one of my favorite activities for each person in my family to give you ideas, right? Okay. So if y'all want to hear my list, give me some thumbs up and some hearts, and I'll go ahead and get started, okay? So with my kids, I like to play a game called Who Left This in the Toilet? It's a very fun and exciting game that I like to play with my boys. Hey, y'all, who left that in the toilet? With my family, with my whole family, I like to play a game called Is That Your Water? You know what I'm talking about, Dad. There's water cups everywhere. And that's a game you could play with the whole family. Is that your water? That's a very fun game. A game I like to play with my parents is, why is that ceiling fan on? That's a game I like to play sometimes with my family. I'm going to leave my wife's last for y'all to give me some feedback on the game I like to play with my wife. With myself, I like to play a game because, you know, you do a lot of handiwork around the house. I mean, you got to, and I like to play a game with myself called, Is That the Way It's Supposed to Look? You know, after you've been trying to fix something or do something, you know, you kind of look at it. And I think everybody's going to love this one. This is a game, you know, this is a very politically correct game that I play with my wife, Lucy. And, you know, it just really shows the love in our relationship. And this game is called, Why You Doing It That Way? You know, it's just a very, you know, genuine, sincere game we like to play called Why Are You Doing It That Way?
Maybe the good folks out there play that.
Yeah, maybe you guys have played some of these games at home. So to recap, with my wife, I play Why Are You Doing It That Way? That's a fun quarantine game to play. With my parents, Why Is That Ceiling Fan On? With my family, Is That Your Water? With my kids, Who Left That in the Toilet? And with myself, I ask myself, is that the way it's supposed to look? So that's just some fun games you guys can do at home during the quarantine. I'm calling it a season, the quarantine season.
Yeah, quarantine season.
So, Trole, that was a cool song, Dan. Never heard that one before. Trole. Our next song is the Love Bridge Waltz. Love Bridge Waltz.
Let's dedicate that to Jason.
All right, my brother Jason. Dad, what's your shirt? What you got a blank shirt on? Is that to represent your blank, something blank?
Well, that's how it looks on the back side.
Okay, well, let me show everybody. Let me readjust the camera. Okay, what is that?
Yeah, it says...
They can see my snack stash.
2016 Campbell Family Vacation. In 2016, and that's on the back of my shirt, so we took Yvonne's shirt to show what was on the back. In 2016, we all took a little vacation together to brain cramp.
Orlando,
yes, for a whole week. And Charisse, my daughter-in-law, Jason's wife designed the shirt, or her family did. I think it's her. And we each got us some shirts. And it shows that Jason and his family came down from Mississippi, went to Orlando. From Louisiana, it shows an Arab going there. And Melissa and Chris lived in Virginia Beach at the time. And they went to Orlando. Just something kind of to remember back. That's what the back of this shirt has.
And Dad has an invisible knee brace on today. It's one of those new fancy techno colors you can't even tell is there.
Man,
and he forgot his cane, man. Dad's in a very vulnerable position. If ninjas wanted to attack Dad, I'd have to give the ninjas the advantage, all things considered. Dad, sorry.
You had heard that story about this fella that was in a wheelchair? And he went to this big tent revival. Man, they had a big tent revival. They had people.
Tent, T-E-N-T, right?
Tent.
Yeah, just
yeah,
with accents, man. I didn't think people thought, you went to a nudie bar or something. A tent.
No.
Tent revival.
Yeah. And man, he was healing people, and this preacher, man, he was preaching. And somehow this fella in this wheelchair got in line, and it was pushing him. And when this fella in the wheelchair, that preacher was healing people. Man, people that man, they couldn't walk, and he'd pray over them, and man, they were walking. But man, when he saw what was happening, it was his turn next. Oh. Man, he started backing up with that wheelchair. He said, I'm on disability.
I'm on workman's comp.
Workman's comp. Me,
beep,
man. He didn't
beep,
want to get healed.
beep, beep. He was going fast.
Fast.
All right, everybody. Next up is a song called Bimbo.
How many of you old people, elderly people remember Bimbo?
Wise.
Bimbo.
They are wise people.
Wise people. That's right. Bimbo.
Now, you were telling me earlier, this is a song that you remember when you were about 5 or 6. Is that right? When you were...
That is an old song. And this is one I found from the lady that says, if you could find some music from... Who? I forgot.
Oh, Dad. Now I had a brain cramp.
You got a brain cramp. Not Ray Price.
No. Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves. That's one that...
I did it.
Yeah, Jim Reeves.
I loved him in Superman.
It's a little... Okay. Bimbo, Bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, what you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, does your mommy know that you're going down the road to see a little girlie, yo? Now Bimbo is a little boy who's got a million friends, and every time he passes by, they all invite him in. He'll clap his hands, sing and dance, and talk his baby talk. With a hole in his pants and his knees are sticking out, he's just big enough to walk. Bimbo, Bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, does your mommy know that you're going down the road to see a little girlie, yo? Now Bimbo's got two big blue eyes that light up like the star, and the way to light them up is to buy him candy bars. Cracker Jack and bubble gum will start his day off right, and all the girls will follow him just a begging for a bite. Bimbo, Bimbo, candy on your face, yo. Bimbo, Bimbo, chewing on your gummy, yo. Bimbo, Bimbo, when you gonna grow? Everybody loves you, a little baby Bimbo, yo. You'll never catch him sitting still, he's just a roving kind. Although he's just a little boy, he's got a grown-up mind. He's always got a shaggy dog pulling at his clothes. And everybody calls to him down the street he goes. Bimbo, Bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, does your mommy know that you're going down the road to see a little girlie, yo? Bimbo, 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 Bimbo.
Good job, Dan.
Bimbo. How many of you remembers that song?
Who's your favorite band? Speedwagon Oreo. And there's a lot of different variations you can do with that. That was a good song. That was cool.
I found it on, what was that fellow's name again?
Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves.
Jim
And
Reeves.
that's some more. I must have found about
JimReeves.com.
15. There's only 2 songs I sang from him. I must have about 10 songs I copied. So
All right.
There'll be a lot more.
All right, Dad. My last joke of the day submitted by our beloved Nanny Cheryl. What time you got?
15 minutes.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get this one right, Nanny. I'm going to try to do it justice. So, Boudreaux found him a genie bottle in Boston.
Whoa.
And you know it's a genie bottle because you open it up and the little smoke come out.
Yeah, and they give you anything.
And the genie says, he's like, oh no, man, I got me a Cajun. He says, all right, I give you a wish. What wish you want? And so Boudreaux said, he's like, oh, genie. He said, I've always wanted to go to the Caribbean, go to the islands. He said, but man, I don't like to fly. I'm scared of that. And I can't in the water, man. I get seasick. I can't ride the boat over there. And all I ever wanted to do was get to the Bahamas. So, Genie, my wish is, can you please build a roadway that goes from Florida to the Bahamas so that I could just drive straight over there? I don't have to worry about flying. I don't have to worry about the seasickness, and I can, live my dream. And the genie is like, oh man, little Cajun, that's a lot of infrastructure, and you'd be doing a lot of, that's just the waves and the hurricanes. He said, I just don't think we can you think of something else? And so Boudreaux said, okay, genie, for my wish, I'd like to understand women. From which the genie replied, do you want 2 lane or 4?
Oh, it's easy to do that bridge. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
And that's true, yeah.
That, Miss Joycelyn, that is my family. Do you want to see them? That's me, my boys, my wife, and Uncle Mickey and Aunt Minnie Mouse. So, all right. Hey, Whitney. Whitney's checking in. I'll tell you what, Dad, we'll do our next song, Chat Tout Tout.
That's right.
And then I'll show Miss Joycelyn our little family Disney picture. That was from 6 years ago. I think Trayson was maybe 6 at the time. So, what's this song about, Dad? Chat Tout Tout.
Chat Tout Tout. Chat Tout Tout, he said, come meet me, Cher. And then finally Chat Tout Tout, I think, left him, and he's thinking about her. Yeah, Chat Baby, Chat Baby. Chat Tout Tout. Let's not get that. Don't mess with my Tout Tout. This is not a Tout Tout. It's a Tout Tout.
Tout Tout.
Chat Tout Tout. Tout Tout, I think, is the name. I have a first cousin, Thelma. Her name is Thelma Broussard, but everybody call it Tout Tout. va voir ma tendre.
Oh, Mr. Lou Amon, love that song.
Oh,
And
is that the
Mike
elder-
Dawson, shout out. Pop.
Is that the gentleman that's 6 years older
There you
than
go.
I?
I don't know, Dad.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see, though. Miss Merlene said her husband gave that nickname to her daughter and she hated it. Tout.
Whew.
Toot's not for everybody.
So
All
I
right.
guess when she started dating, you would get going away from my toot.
All right, Miss Dawson, let's see how I'm going to do this. Dad, do you remember, did you ever, when we were babies, try to feed us like with the choo-choo train coming through? Or remember that? So, all right, so I'm going to do the airplane. All right.
Yeah.
So let me start the airplane.
A helicopter.
Oh, that's what that was? I don't know.
Yeah.
I did what the rum told me to do. I
Plane
just
came back up. Well, maybe.
I guess.
Helicopter.
It is 2020. All right. Oh no, Miss Marlene said Bimbo. She said that was the nickname, not Tout. Bimbo. My bad.
Did anybody say they remembered that song?
Yeah, Nanny Cheryl remembered it. A few other people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Dad. Let's see. Have I told you lately that I love you? And then,
yeah, we do that
Yeah.
quite often. I
Yeah.
love you, Brian.
I love you too, Pop.
Say we do that.
Who sings this song, Dad? Do you know?
Today, me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I said.
wait. It's one that I.
Hey, Pop. I said sang.
think it might
Wait.
be Jim Reeves.
It's my turn to be a big smart butt. I said sang in past tense. You are about to sing. So when I said who sang, or current tense sings,
Miss Janice Doreen, Miss Dot really thought you were.
who is about? I didn't say who's about to sing.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
messing with you.
I think. I don't. I should have put it
No, that's
down.
okay. Can you speak a little? Can you speak a little French?
Ouais, je peux parler un petit peu en français. Mon
Awesome.
père ne pouvait pas parler en anglais.
Yep.
Et mon grand-père et ma grand-mère, ça ne
Exact.
pouvait pas parler en anglais, ça fait que je parlais en français.
Exactly.
Yup.
Exactly. Macaw. All right, here we go.
I hope y'all like that. I almost played it with my harmonica, but I said no, I'll play that with my accordion. I prefer
Dad's gangsta like that.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told you with my heart and soul how I adore you? Oh, darling, I'm telling you now. My world in today, if I should lose you, I'm no good without you anyhow. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. Oh, darling, I'm telling you now. nights are long when you're not with me. Well, darling, I'm telling you now, my world would end today if I should lose you. I'm no good without you anyhow. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. Well, darling, I'm telling you now.
All right, lots of real nice things. Mr. Norris Jackson wants to know if that was an Ernest Tubb song, or do you know? Maybe we'll look it up and let
It
you know.
might be on that same sheet that who we looked up
Also,
yesterday.
yeah. Also, for a couple people asked about the shirts. I'm going to post the link at the bottom of this video for the T-shirts, if y'all are interested. And then what else was I going to say, Dad?
I know on the shirt it doesn't show, but the back has.
As you are my sunshine in the back. Wait, Dad, someone asked, I think it was Mr. Randy, asked about our ancestors. Well, at least the ones with the Campbell name. So we got to remember, like, we're 99.9% other things besides just whatever last name you have. And so we have a Scottish plaid. There's Campbells from Scotland, but the descendant that we can trace back that came to Louisiana was tell them
William Shields Campbell came down from Ohio and settled down in Montague in the Houma area. I have his marriage certificate, and
he came down as an engineer for the sugarcane
refineries, and he couldn't speak a word of French, and he fell in love with some plantation owner's daughter, I'm told, and he said, "You can marry if you learn how to speak French." And it didn't take him long to learn. I guess so, because everybody spoke French.
I bet she wasn't ugly.
I don't know. And then William Shields Campbell had several children, but one of them was William Wallace. He was baptized in Laurelville, and I have a copy of his baptismal certificate, and he married a Henry, and that was my daddy's grandparents. He had a son named Walter Campbell, and then Walter Campbell had my father, Walter Campbell, and here I am.
Here I am, Pat. All right. All right, guys. Y'all know what time it is. I saw a couple people list what color shirt they ordered. So if you ordered a Pat Campbell Cajun Quarantine Concert t-shirt, what color did you order? And Dad will lead us into You Are My Sunshine, our final song of the night. But don't fret. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I held my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Louisiana, Louisiana, the place where I was born. White fields of cotton, green fields of clover, the best fishing and long tall corn, crawfish gumbo and jambalaya, the biggest shrimp and sugar cane, the finest oysters and sweet strawberries, from Toledo been to New Orleans. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Dad. Hey. All right, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed show number 20. Show number
Bien
20.
merci. Demain, ça va être numéro 21.
All right. For all you guys, gals, and macaques out there, we'll see y'all tomorrow.